Hello everyone and welcome to this tropical update. Before we get into the video, I'd like to make it clear that I'm not a meteorologist, and opinions shared are mine and are not official. It should not be taken as official. For the best information, please consult the National Hurricane Center or your local weather office. After moving off of the far western portion of Cuba, Hurricane Ian remains a large and strong hurricane over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. The cyclone is a little less defined compared to what it was earlier today. The eye has cooled, and convective activity has become less symmetrical around the eye. Regardless, the storm is holding well as of the moment. Ian made landfall as a major hurricane, and it moved back over water with a well-defined structure, where we can see the inner eye wall there as a strong and developed structure around a rather small eye. Throughout the day, however, we can see that it becomes less defined, and we begin to see a double ring structure where we have the inner eye wall with a developing secondary eye wall around that. This indicates that an eye wall replacement cycle is currently in the process, and this cycle is coming to a close and should finish in a few hours, as we can see the inner eye wall begin to deteriorate and collapse as the outer eye wall becomes dominant. This is helping to cap the cyclone's intensity off for the time being, but this is causing the wind field of the storm to expand. We had a short passage through the storm from recon, and we can see in the recorded data that we do have a larger hurricane force wind field at the flight level, where those flight level winds extend outwards from the center to about 100 miles. Additionally, a wind gust of 71 miles per hour was recorded in Key West, and tropical storm force conditions are occurring there right now. The wind field of the storm is brushing the coastline of southwestern Florida, and these conditions associated with the wind field will move over land tonight. Ian is currently a Category 3 hurricane, and intensification into a Category 4 as it approaches landfall is not out of the question. Eventually, the environment for Ian will become less favorable as wind shear increases, and weakening of the winds is forecast. However, this weakening does not mean much, as Ian is still expected to make landfall as a major hurricane somewhere in between Sarasota and Naples. Outside of the cone and forecast area, heavy rainfall will be an issue as the cyclone is expected to slowly move over the peninsula. A swath of 10 to 15 inches of rainfall is forecast for areas around Tampa and Sarasota to Orlando and Jacksonville, with some locally higher amounts possible. Inland flooding is likely to occur, and the risk for flash flooding is dangerously high across the peninsula. This event won't be a quick-to-go event either, as the cyclone is forecast to slowly creep over the peninsula as a weakening hurricane, and the risk for flash flooding will extend far away from landfall. Looking back towards the area where where landfall should occur, storm surge is still forecast to be well over 5 feet. The storm surge risk for the Tampa Bay area has gone down only slightly, as the cyclone is now forecast to take a more southerly track across the state. Due to the shift, the areas that could potentially receive the highest amounts of storm surge is now forecast to be for areas near Sarasota and Charlotte Harbor, with amounts potentially reaching up to 12 feet. Remember, storm surge is the most dangerous part of the storm, and only a few feet of it can turn into a massive problem for you, your family, and your home. If your elevation above sea level is below any of the forecasted surge totals, move to higher ground as quickly as possible. Conditions will begin to deteriorate through tonight and into the morning, and a quick decision needs to be made in order to protect your life. If an evacuation has been ordered for your area, now is the time to heed that evacuation. Once the storm arrives, you will be on your own. Please stay safe and make the right decisions. And for more detailed and up-to-date information, please view products issued by the National Weather Service. That is all I have for now. Thanks for watching and have a good rest of your day.